1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. Minister for Planning says government's conducive policies have enhanced foreign investors' trust, resulting in massive investment in IT sector. State Bank says foreign remittances with 10% increase stand at $10.6 billion. China has warned that India's plan to deploy BrahMos missile at India-China border would escalate tension. In Burkina Faso, 19 security personnel have been killed in militants' attack in northern region. And now the news in detail. Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar says the trust of foreign investors has been further cemented due to conducive policies of government, and billions of dollars investment in IT sector is coming to Pakistan. Talking to media persons during a visit to the concluding session of the two-day Digital Youth Summit in Peshawar, Asad Umar said the government is focusing the agriculture, IT and tourism sectors to exploit their potential. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has stressed the need to curb tendencies of fake news by framing stringent legislation. In a tweet, he said the association of negative media with the fake news is very dangerous for the country, and new legislation is imperative to curb the nexus between fake news and negative media. Governor Balochistan Syed Zahoor Ahmed Agha and Chief Minister Balochistan Mir Abdul Quddus Bazinjo called on President Dr. Arif Alvi at the Governor House in Quetta today. During the meeting, they discussed important political and administrative matters, including issues of mutual interest. During the meeting, the President was also briefed about the law and order situation and the ongoing development projects in the province. The President will also attend various functions regarding women empowerment and awareness about breast cancer. As the foreign remittances continue their strong streak, State Bank of Pakistan received $2.5 billion last month. In a tweet, the State Bank said remittances during the last month rose about 10%, and cumulatively they have risen to $10.6 billion so far during the current fiscal year 2021-2022. This increase is up by 12% as compared to the same period of the last year. The National Assembly will resume its session at the Parliament House in Islamabad today at 5 p.m. The House will continue to discuss political and economic issues besides conducting the legislative business. The Senate will also meet at the Parliament House, Islamabad at 4 p.m. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops continued so-called cordon and search operations to harass people in Srinagar and other parts of the territory. The troops barged into houses in Jamalata area of Srinagar last night and harassed the inmates after a policeman was injured in an attack in the area. The troops also continued search operations in different places of Shopania, Pulwama, Baramulla, Rajouri and Poonch districts. India recently has rushed thousands of extra troops in the occupied Jammu and Kashmir during the territory, turning most militarized zone and the largest open-air prison on the planet. A Washington-based online magazine, The Diplomat, says extremist Hindutva activists in India are enforcing rigid code of Hindu culture to make the country a Hindu authoritarian state. In a report, the magazine said the country has become intolerant India. The Diplomat's correspondent Kavita Chaudhary said this year's Diwali-related advertisements face backlash from Hindutva activists for using Urdu words. China has warned that India's plan to deploy the latest BrahMos missile at the China-India border would fail the talks for peace solution and escalate tension. However, it noted that this new Indian weapon would pose no threat to China's security. In a statement, a Chinese military expert, Song Yongping, said this is why tension keeps rising along the China-India border and unwanted military conflicts broke out. In Burkina Faso, at least 20 people, including 9 security personnel and a civilian, were killed in an attack on the military police by militants in the northern region of the country. In a statement, Security Minister Maxime Cohn told media that terror attacks was carried out on a military police outpost near a gold mine. Meanwhile, talking to press, the Burkina Prime Minister Christopher Dabiri expressed his firm resolve to eliminate terrorism in the country. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News of